Now, it's now turn 5. On turn 5, what's the reinforcement forecast for this turn? Trickster and Maya Sorcerer from above Chell. I definitely want to block them off. And then after that, anything else on turn 5? I think that's actually all on turn 5. Turn 6 has quite a few reinforcements, though. So, just advancing Chell closer and closer to her other self. Though I do need to block these 2 points on turn 6, I need to remember that. Maybe they should just stay here for the time being. Or, seeing as it's kind of safe here at the moment, could actually go here, trade over a very, very badly battered short spear for a, I guess, a silver lance, because you can actually use that. Attack you, even though it's not really going to do all that much. Stahl, do you have your Armor-slayer? Equip that. It's actually probably better for Stahl to be dual striking with the Armor-slayer, because again, Pavese doesn't work on dual strikes. And that's exactly what I was hoping for. No Pavese either. Thankfully no Vengeance as well, or that would have really hurt. Stahl, I would appreciate an Armor-slayer dual strike. Pavese. Well, it didn't quite one-round him, but he will certainly get taken down. Okay, I could take Sumia's short spear there. Actually, Chell can reach that spot, can't she? Yes, she can. Okay. I need to pull this off, otherwise we are kind of in trouble, because more reinforcements are going to appear. But if I do this... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, no, I need to block this point this turn. There, Chell runs up to block that reinforcement point, takes Sumia's short spear, or I could just go with the miniature lance. And why is Frederick my dual strike partner? Yeah, I'll go with the short spear for better chances. I would have liked a Luna there. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Thank you, Dual Guard. Dual Guard Plus. Very, very useful in these kind of circumstances, because that could have ended very, very badly. Okay, I need to block here. Again, it is turn 5. I don't think there's anything else in the forecast for turn 5, so if they stay there... And I didn't give Sumia a door key, so they can't go and unlock this door, so that... Actually, unlocking this door might be a bad idea at this point, because of the sages. And at this point... Okay, Trickster and Maya Sorcerer above, and there's going to be another Trickster and Sorcerer spawning down there next turn, but for now I actually want these guys to double back. Because I need to get them to Nah for a few reasons. Also, Nah needs to be ready, because Nah's going to have to endure a bit of an onslaught on the 7th turn and onwards. And at this point, okay, Noir can't quite reach there, so I can get 2 conversations at this point. And I can actually rally defense for good men. Rally defense doesn't work on the NPCs, really. Now, here is one of the biggest things about the Future Past DLC. There's no real concrete reward for doing these chapters, but this is the real reward here. This is the one time in the game that you get completely unique father-child conversations. And yes, these are not generic at all. Every single father has a completely different and unique conversation with every possible child they could have. So Noir, for every possible father, you get a totally unique conversation. And this is one of the best things about Future Past to me, because you actually get some interesting callbacks to the supports, and you really get to see the pairings you made actually make a difference to the story.
Huh? No.
Not this time implies that Tharia has possibly conjured up an illusionary Kellum as a hex before. Yeah, definitely worse than we expected.
Okay.
Things are pretty bad here is an understatement. But Kellum is the master of protecting. He'll save her.
No. Well...
Being an armor knight, that was kind of his job. And we get a bit more backstory that he died protecting her. Of course, after his death, Tharia pretty much went completely insane. Oh, you didn't get your own father killed. He did that to save you.
Sorry.
No, there's no way he's gonna die this time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Stay strong.
Don't worry, we'll make sure that he is. And finally, conversation with yourself.
Stay strong.
Double stay strong there. Yeah, if she suddenly saw herself, she'd probably freak out about hexes again. Yeah, history is repeating itself, it seems, except this time things are even worse. They knew something was off. Well, this time, the enemies have Gary Stu, the master tactician, on their side. We have to make sure that she survives this time. Okay, and we only have 2 more people that we can move. Let's see if we can actually get rid of a... Wait, I'm luring you with Sully, aren't I? If I'm doing that, I think I need to physic Sully. So used to saying Tharia's name that I almost said her name with a TH. Anyway. Okay, anybody here have a door key? See, here's the problem, because I have no thieves on this top end, I really don't know when to use door keys. I might actually just wait for the doors to go down on their own, actually. And no reinforcements, because I blocked them. Again, I'm sorry if this chapter's not quite as interesting because I'm blocking the reinforcements. Trust me, there is a good reason why I'm doing that. Nice one. Nice one again. And I can finish you next turn. And we lost the short spear. Doesn't really matter, I've got another one. And we can buy them now from Priam's Paralog, which is great. You have to wait such a long time before you can actually buy those, and short axes and levin swords. And with that, it's now turn 6. Now, turn 6 has a bit of a worse reinforcement forecast. We have a Trickster and Sorcerer again from down here. We also have 2 more Sages from up here. So I'm going to need to double back and block these points again. So, doubling back now. Because if the Sages from here get to this other shell, then things could end badly. Now, yeah, we've got a Trickster and Sorcerer coming from those positions, but they should hopefully not be too bad. I might need to heal Frederick just in case... In my other attempt at this, the Maya Sorcerers just love going for him. Now, it's almost time for the enemies to start moving, so at that point... And I really hope that I got the reinforcement forecast right here. I think it's safe to... Not really safe to have Cynthia go up here on turn 7, because, well, I'll talk about that once we get to that turn's reinforcement forecast. You know what? Paviz is not going to protect you from this. Yes, I may only be able to use basic fire tones, but they're more than enough in this case. For some reason, Cynthia's magic actually didn't turn out that bad as a level 1 Dark Flyer, so that was actually pretty cool. You know what? I may as well unlock this so that I can get onto her conversations soon. Although on... Wait, no, that was only turn 5 when the Trickster and Maya Sorcerer spawned up there. So I really hope that wasn't a bad move. Okay, again, Trickster and Maya Sorcerer are going to be down there, so... Time to hope they all go for Tharia. Or just use Noir as a bit of a decoy. She'll actually be useful down here in a moment, though, so... And can't quite reach. You know, if I dropped Noe here, would that actually initiate the conversation? No, it doesn't. That's good to know. And anyone Gangrel needs to heal. Actually, I need to get Gangrel up to the other end of the map for the chest, but I can always do that at the end. Okay, yeah, there's the Trickster and the Sorcerer. One Maya Sorcerer is not really a problem, though. Two Maya Sorcerers, that's where things get bad, but one is relatively fine. Now, turn 7 is the turn where things start getting a little more interesting. Thank goodness for elixirs. Okay, reinforcement forecast for turn 7. A Swordmaster and a Trickster spawn from here. These enemies are a real threat, the main reason being the Trickster has pass, so you can't actually just block off Noir's door, I mean not Noir, Nar's door, because the Trickster will just run in and attack her, so that's really, really not good.
Ooh.
And now that's going to... Oh, that counts as Donnie moving next to her? Hey, I can do 2 in 1 turn. And this, I love this. If you remember Donald's supports with Noe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stone, it comes back. This is what I love about Future Past. You actually get callbacks to the romantic supports.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, they have another stone and it looks exactly like hers. I guess she's going to inherit it from Donnie one day.
Hooey.
So, yeah, Naga sent us here so we can save this future from Mary Sue and Gary Stu. But yeah, this is kind of interesting that, yeah, the Nar of this future mostly knows an older version of Donald. I guess that makes sense since Donald here is... he said that he's the same age as Lissa, and Lissa's, I think, 15, so he's implied to be 15 at this point, so he probably looks a lot older in her time. Just a smidge further back in time.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like miracles do exist. That's a pretty good conversation. Anyway, I've got to make sure that at least some of these enemies take the bait and go for Nar here so that she can kind of do some damage.
Whoa!
And another conversation.
Listen.
Of course, Noe looks probably the same in this future. We've come from another world to save this one.
Oh. Huh?
Why don't you want to be saved?
So...
And once again, it's more, I don't want you to die again. Of course, Noe reacts to that pretty interestingly.
Nope.
The Nar of our world is a super awesome Mega Dragon, but that's a different thing entirely. But yeah, if you remember, Nar, yeah, was raised by another family.
Trust me.
She probably only knows what both of her parents look like from pictures, actually.
Yeah! We'll be fine. fine. I'm with you.
Yeah, it looks like dragons can kind of hear the presence of other dragons even when they're dead. Interesting. I think this conversation is kind of interesting.
Hey, thanks.
We've got a couple of enemies to take down now, though. Also on turn 7, 2 warriors are going to spawn from here. And the same pattern of reinforcements repeats on turn 8. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These warriors only have bows. So what I like doing is actually putting... Yeah, so... Okay, then turn 7, yep, there, and then there are the warriors from here, which means I need to be very, very careful of... really, the warriors are mainly to kill this Cynthia, but if I lure them into, like, having Noir go there, so that... Actually, I can just move her as far as I can, because they'll always attack someone if they have the option, and these warriors only have bows. So, as long as I do this, they're most likely going to kamikaze themselves against Noir. And I'm really glad you did that. Mess with Noir, you go to the Abyss. I think the Abyss population is in the thousands by now. I mean, whatever the heck the Abyss even is. Its population is now in the thousands, basically. And not enough. But at least Kellum's getting some screen time and leveling up. With all these other great knights around here, it feels kind of easy to ignore him, but at least he's got some of the best defense out of anyone. And now, yeah, turn 7, we get some reinforcements from there, so I think I can safely have Shell move in. And Starl and Sully come to the rescue of their daughter from this timeline.
Go, go.
Unless this guy gets really, really lucky with Miracle.
Ready?
And no Miracle, thankfully. Yes, only we get miracles. For you, the miracle never happened. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 range, so about there. And that's in range of Gary Stu anyway, so I can't go there anyway. Oh, right, the enemy range here is from these guys. Now, I hope it doesn't work against me too. I need to take your door key back. Okay, the doors are automatically going to open on turn 7 anyway, so it's not like there's really all that much of a problem with doing that. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then bow range. So doing this should be fine. You do 1 damage, but no chance of hitting. I need to remember to leave the other enemies here alive so that I don't end the chapter prematurely before I get the chests. I actually don't know what's in the chest because in my practice run I ended things before I opened them. And Gangrel is once again the only one. Does anyone have... You have an elixir. That's good. His weapons are almost gone. Actually, wait, no, that's a physics stuff. Yeah, let's trade the elixir over and use that. Yeah, so there are the warriors, and there is the really, really annoying trickster who... Yeah, they have passed, so... This would be a really big jerk move if you had a Wormslayer, but you don't, thankfully. Please, Astra, that would be hilarious, and you didn't. Yeah, the problem with Na here is that her speed is not exactly the best. Wait, you do have axes? Really? I thought you only had bows. Okay. This could actually be bad. Or not. Okay, that's gonna hurt with vengeance. Abyss population plus plus. I forgot that one of them had an axe. I thought you all had bows. And you're useless. And yes, starting with turn 8, all the doors on the map open. And every single enemy that's left alive is going to rush at you, including Gary Stu, the boss. So, that is going to be... And not only that, but we've also got one more wave of reinforcements to contend with as well. I guess I could give Noe some action. We just need to intercept the tricksters before they even get to the cell, since actually blockading them is not an option. Well, Mannequins still level up incredibly fast. That's due to the fact they're not counted as a promoted class for the purposes of experience, so they level up pretty quickly. Let's see if I can get you. Come on, nah, protect your other self. Yeah, you do have an axe. I thought that these warriors only had bows. That might be the last wave of them then. Okay, still got a few conversations that I can do with... Just need to be very, very careful about how I use Gary Stu here. Now, here's a conversation. Yeah, evil twins are not out of the question for a fanfiction universe. Yes, Shell is fascinated with herself. Actually, she's more like half the warrior you are, considering your stats. So that's one more conversation down. Except, I think I really, really need to heal Noir. But first, let's make good use of vengeance. Abyss population plus plus again. I think Tharia with Nosferatu should be able to handle things here. And it will stop any of the warriors, unless they, for some stupid reason, have passed. That would be incredibly jerkish, but, yeah. Might want to heal Noir just in case, though. Should I try and go for a conversation here or not? I can't get in range of any of these ones without being in range of Gary Stu, and I don't want to be in range of him, because if I am, he's most likely going to go into melee range and try and get counter off. Might as well get this conversation then. And for some reason, Cynthia is the only one who actually notices her alternate universe self. And she's kind of missing the point here. Yeah. So yes, the Cynthia on the right was the one from our time.
All right.
But they'll both inspire each other to work harder. And now I'm pretty sure there's nothing left really to do here. One more wave, and at this point, everything basically just rushes you. And yeah, I think you're about to see Pass in action. Oh, right, you got Astra. Nothing, 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 and nothing. And miss. Yeah, individual strikes of Astra can miss. That just proved that. Hello there, warrior. Thankfully, these warriors don't ever have counter, which is good. And the Vengeance Nosferatu combo. Yeah, you can tell the developers realized just how cheap counter was. These maps are designed to be difficult, but not difficult in a cheap way. Oh, I guess they all have axes. Funny, in my practice run of these, they only ever use bows. So yeah, not even they're that evil to just put counter on everything, they just put it on the boss.
Killing is my job.
And her speed is still not maxed. Oh, we lost a Brave Lance. So yeah, there's Pass in action. That's why these guys are annoying. With the stats that she has in my file, these guys can't one round nah, but you don't want to take your chances just in case. Yeah, at this point, everything moves. Oh, and they rally Gary Stu's luck as well. I'm going to have to break through those guys if I want to take him on, or I could actually... Wait a minute. I gave up their ranged weapons. Okay. If I'm going to do this, I might actually need to... Because he has Tomebreaker. Might actually need to be a little clever about this. I need to go into a spot where I can attack Gary Stu from range. Not quite in a position to. Neither of you have the ranged weapons either. Who has them? Okay, you have one of them. Well, that's just great. And this is all assuming that I even have any ranged weapons in my convoy. I might not have ranged weapons in my convoy now that I think about it. The Chrom does have a miniature lance. I kind of want to make sure that Chrom gets the I honestly don't really care about these guys. I mean, they do a lot of damage, but their hit rate is terrible. And their hit rate's only terrible because I'm in range of Chrom. Interesting. Counter is kind of bad, though. But Chrom is unlikely to get hit by either of those two. And Stalin Sully could finish another one off. Gotta plan this carefully, because I actually wanted Cynthia to do this, really. Let's see if I can at least get... You both have Miracle.
Allow me. Anything can change.
And that's actually not broken yet. Okay, let's see if we have any good range lances in the convoy. Oh my god, we don't? We don't? Really? No range lances in the convoy? Are you kidding me? We don't have any? Okay, that just made things a heck of a lot more awkward. Right then. Okay, I do, however, have a backup plan. I can give Sully this, and Sully can attack Gary Stu this turn. Just have to hope that counter doesn't... I don't want counter. That's the thing. So in this case... maybe I should go with... holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Maybe I should go with this first. Thankfully, Gary Stu has no way to actually increase his damage output. We're going with this first. Now, something I should quickly point out about the boss of this chapter. There is a way to get past them without actually having to fight them. In this case, though, 1, it's Gary Stu, he must be defeated, and 2, you would miss out on this amazing boss theme.
I've got this.
This is one of my favorite songs in the game. It's not actually in the base game, it was made specifically for the DLC, but wow, is this an amazing song. One of my favorite boss themes in the whole series, if not my absolute favorites. And it fits for the epic final showdown with Gary Stu. Who are we? We're the ones who are gonna kick your ass. Yes, his heart now belongs to Loptyr like it always did. We can't sway him from Master Mary Sue. Come on, just try to destroy us. We can win. I know we can. Nice save there, Stahl. Okay, they did less than I expected. Gary Stu, you are a formidable opponent. A very formidable opponent. But if I can just minimize the damage that I do while maximizing the amount of dual strikes that I get off of Sumia, you're going down, Gary Stu. We will defeat you. And this could actually be bad with counter. Come on, Sumia. It's over. Gary Stu's been defeated. We've saved these girls from becoming his waifus. Your evil plans have been thwarted by the hero of justice. Of course, I now need to heal her because I am really, really concerned about that war monk there. And wait, this is turn 9. I think this is the last turn of reinforcements. Oh, crap. You're out of range. Oh, well, that's awkward. That's very, very awkward. That is very awkward. Ah, if only your magic stat was a... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. Okay, firstly, I need to take out this trickster now. Okay, can Noe or Donald give him enough of a magic boost to actually reach Cynthia with the range of his staff?
Wow, you're terrible.
That is actually quite possible. Let me just see. Okay, so Noe, if I transfer her over to Gangrel, it's not going to tell me how much of a pair-up bonus I'll get. But I think Manakee gives a bigger pair-up bonus to magic than Hero does. I'm almost positive that it does give some kind of a pair-up bonus to magic. So I kind of hope this works. Transfer Noe. That gives me +3 magic. Is that enough? Is that enough? It's enough! No, no it's not! That's other Cynthia. Crap. Not quite enough. Just not quite enough. I'm just out by 1 space. Cynthia is going to have to survive for 1 more turn. Now I really wish that I had Maya on Tharia. Cynthia needs to survive for 1 more turn. Well, let's go for Ruin on this guy first up. Haviz is not going to protect him from magic. If only I had 1 more. Wait a second, you can get to... You're not fast enough to double, though. Are you going to actually kill her, though? I'm pretty sure that you're not going to kill her, but just in case, I'm actually going to heal other Cynthia. Every little bit of HP counts sometimes. There's no way... You gain 1 magic now. That probably would have given you enough distance to reach her, now that I think about it. And that's really, really, really annoying. Okay, I can just hope and pray here. Okay, come on, Hero of Justice, I believe in you. You can survive. Yes, you did, thank you. That should mean that the thread of this chapter is over. And fall, minion of Gary Stu. How dare you threaten the true hero of justice? And this is the last enemy who's actually a threat. And speaking of... Well, I mean, actually a threat is relatively speaking in this case. As pathetic as you are, the enemies in the cells are more pathetic than you. And at this point, I've basically won this. So what I'm going to do now is have Gangrel go to the chests while Okay, I've got both conversations with you. I've got all conversations with you. I need Starl and Sully's conversations with you, so I'll head over back there. And I need Sumia and Frederick's conversations with Cynthia. You don't pose a threat to Sumia or anything, do you? Good.
Huh?
Yes, Cynthia's freaking out about this because Mary Sue was supposed to have killed her. But Sumia has been brought over from another world to save Canon. Double trip combo! Yeah, we thought Mary Sue had killed her.
No.
But she's not the Sumia that we once knew. Or the Sumia that Cynthia ever knew. Because this Cynthia is essentially some kind of a weird paradox creation that is just canon, just trying to assert itself again.
Huh?
Unfortunately, we do have to go back.
No.
But hey, Cynthia's glad as she is. But she'll still miss Sumia a little.
Huh? Yeah, see...
But that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Yes, even if Mary Sue murdered her in this world, a part of her still exists. Might need to do some rescue chaining with Gangrel, actually, just to get him over to the other part of the map faster. Wait a minute, did I bring up... no, no one in the top part of the map has a master key. All the people in the bottom part have master keys. Switching there just so that I can transfer him over to Kellum. Kellum now has Gangrel, which will make it easier to get these chests. Now I just have a few more conversations that we need to do. Firstly, Sully with, well, Stully.
Hey. But... Right.
Yeah, Sully in this world sadly did not survive Mary Sue.
Yeah.
No.
You got the gemstones this far. You can change the fate of this world.
Hell no!
Chell didn't give up until things seemed really hopeless. She was the one telling everyone else not to give up. Yeah, she is still fighting.
Thank you.
She doesn't exactly need our help anymore, but the thought is good all the same. And now in this case, paradoxically, both of Cynthia's fathers can now stand next to her. Because this Cynthia, in terms of canon being in flux, is technically the daughter of both Chrom and Frederick, and neither all at the same time. It's kind of complicated.
None shall harm you.
Here's Frederick's conversation.
No.
He's not the Frederick that we knew. He was always suspicious of Mary Sue, so I like to think that he was the one she killed first. But we will still protect her. Even though we pretty much already have.
Yes.
Yeah, see...
Yeah, we know that. I mean, your other self took down Gary Stu.
Ah.
Right.
Of course.
Sir Frederick the Valiant. Savior of Lunatic Mode. That A looks very interesting by that fire glow. Looks like it's some kind of special A support. And once again, completely useless enemies. Or not so useless for Cynthia, but they're barely doing anything. And I believe this is the last conversation that we need.
Hey.
Huh?
Yeah, even
No.
Stahl's dead in this world. Yes, she is still of Stully blood.
Very nice.
And of course, Stahl's talking about food. He kind of has to keep rations on him because Sully can't cook to save her life.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, a callback to the support conversations. Or, in this case, me chewing you out for getting terrible level ups.
Actually,
But that's nice.
thank you.
And with that, the only thing left to do is get these chests. So... I can just safely skip the enemy turns, because they're not really going to be doing anything. Really? Gary Stu, you troll! Gary Stu is, with his last act, trolling me with these chests. None of the other future past maps have chests at all, so if this chest is also a troll... Oh, okay, that one was better. That one was a lot better. Huh. You know, maybe that Brave Lance belonged to Cynthia. He took away her Brave Lance in this world, but the her from another world came with her own Brave Lance and destroyed him. And that, I think, yeah, that's every conversation. So... Just trying to see if I can actually get some, You know Chrom's barely done anything this chapter, might as well let him do something here.
None shall harm you.
This guy has Pervise and Vengeance, but that's
I will not fail.
not gonna matter because he got criticals. And one more. Why don't we let Stahl take this one, because he hasn't really been doing much, and you're not an armored unit, so I don't need to use an armor slayer or anything.
Got you covered.
If you miracle troll me, though... Nope!
That was intense.
And well, that was intense, but it's over. The chapter is over. We've saved everyone. Now, you'll get conversations with each of the 4 characters, provided that you had at least one parent talk to them over the course of this one. Well, we all survived, that's good. The Cynthia from the other world survived too. Yes, together we will save this world from Mary Sue. We did the impossible. We stopped Gary Stu's plan and saved 4 of the children's lives. Even when they were fated to die here.
Oh.
Yes, even Na gets to go home too. After how depressing the opening of this chapter is, these conversations just really make you feel warm inside. Also makes you feel like a total jerk if you don't save any of these ones. You don't actually get the full ending of this chapter if you don't save everyone. But I need to get the gemstones back to Ylisse. The day is won. Gary Stu's reign of terror is over. And we'll always be watching you from this other world. We've done it! Everyone's alive! We saved them. The die for our ship fate of 4 characters has been averted. But we all had to go. We can't stay in this world very long. Otherwise, Canon would be destabilized even further. Well, they certainly would, especially you, Noir. This chapter really had it out for you.
So...
And yours. And hey, guess you can hear Naga in this world. Yes, even this world can be saved.
I see.
Yeah, one day you will be able to live a normal, Sue-free life.
No.
And Shell's all practical about this.
Huh?
She is a pretty good leader. I could see her being a great knight captain someday.
Yay.
Yep, they've been delayed a bit, but at least they're alive. They need to get back to Ylisse so that Lucina can perform the awakening, but there are other children left. We saved 4 of them, but there are still 8 left to go. They're all waiting. And again, more conversations between second-generation characters in story situations. You just don't get that in the main game.
Trust me.
Dragons actually aren't all that fast in this game.
Right.
Certainly was. Seeing yourself, then versions of your parents who are dead. And thank you, Cynthia, for persevering. So, mission accomplished, 4 children saved, fate averted, and Gary Stu will trouble us no more. He's gone, I'm pretty sure of that.
Good.
Heed me.
But that's only 2 out of the 5 gemstones, as well as the emblem itself. If we don't get all of them, there's no way we'll defeat Mary Sue.
Yes.
Once again, Naga will have to call on us to rescue more of the children. Meanwhile, back in the future, thankfully Lucina's still alive, but Mary Sue's army has killed a lot of her soldiers. She commands the Risen now, and they only just keep getting stronger. The castle can't hold out for long. We have to get to her quickly.
Are you alright?
Oh, hi, Tiki. I guess you're still alive in this world.
Huh?
Well, of course, everywhere in the world is falling to Mary Sue.
Yes.
She probably thinks Mount Prism looks too bright and happy, and she's now turning it into a gothic land of dead flowers and rivers of blood and stuff. My guess is all of those finest soldiers died, though. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
They've gone to Plegia?
Right.
It's the only way we can defeat Mary Sue, who's now fused with Loptyr. But for some reason, the emblem and the gemstones have fallen into Plegia's hands. I can kind of imagine Chrom saying, "That's the last time I trust Gangrel to hold on to something."
I see.
Yes, if she dies, everything is lost. Yeah, there's nowhere safe in this world, but at least the castle is less perilous. Well, we've saved 4, but there are still 4 out there. We have to believe in them. We'll make it back.
You have my gratitude.
We just have to have faith in them.
Well,
Well, Tiki can help us and...
Why?
Mary Sue got ticky. The situation's even worse than I expected. And she must have been listening on that whole conversation as well, so she knows where the other children are. We need to get to them fast. I'll see you next time when we desperately try and save another 4. One more thing that I want to show here. Remember how I said that there was a way to deal with the boss of this chapter without fighting them? Well, here's how. If you bring the avatar to this chapter, and by the way, everything I do here is not considered the official way events happened in my continuity, but if you bring the avatar and have them go next to this character, you initiate a conversation.
Huh?
No. What? No.
Well... Whoa.
Well...
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. No.
What? Oh.
And if you do this, Morgan retreats without you having to fight them. And this does count as the enemy being killed for the purposes of routing, so that can be quite useful if you don't want to fight the boss here. Now, both genders of Avatar are capable of doing this, but seeing as male Morgan doesn't really exist in male Avatar's world, you get a much shorter conversation if you do this with a male Avatar. Yeah, that's all you get. So, it's mostly recommended that you do this if you have a female avatar. However, that's not to say the male avatar gets the short end of the stick. The situation will be reversed in the next chapter. While we're at it, I might as well show this just to prove that all of the father and child conversations are completely unique here. This is my other file,
Listen.
where obviously Cynthia is Chrom's daughter. The general beginning of the conversation is the same, but it's going to change pretty soon.
Forgive me.
Yeah, they mentioned Naga, which they didn't in the other version. And yeah, they mentioned this too.
Right.
And they mentioned Lucina.
Right.
Whew, thanks.
Good.
Yep.
So the conversation's a bit different in that case.